Politicians are brain dead, and I get so angry with it.
Of course, I am.
Brain dead.
We're constantly told, follow the science.
That's just called science and maths.
It's just science, eh?
Mind-blowing, isn't it?
So why aren't we in Australia following the science and banning puberty blockers for children just as the UK have?
Our priority will be to provide harm to our kids.
With regards to puberty blockers, and they say it's reversible. It's not. It's irreversible. There's total ignorance about the safety and effects of medical interventions. What they're doing here in Australia. Do you know that they're referring 15-year-olds are being referred for double mastectomies?
The Minister and I have an important announcement, and this one's for the mums and dads.
Puberty blockers
doing harm to our kids. So I talk about what we're doing, not what we're not doing, and what we're not doing, calling time on it.
But Albo, of course, will tell you.
We've got your back.
And yet they will not listen to the people. The parents came to see me, the mothers came to see me to say the impact it's had on their children, and they refused. 5 times I put it up for just send an inquiry into it, and they refused to do it. It's just unbelievable. And you're right about the 16-year-olds on social media, but they won't have an inquiry into this. It's happening around the world, whether it be in New Zealand, Finland, UK, other countries now are starting to realise the impact it's having on the children.
I've spoken to thousands of parents, grandparents, aunties and uncles. They, like me, are worried sick about the safety of our kids. And I want Australian parents and families to know that we're not calling time on it. The government has your back.
And you know that here in Australia, the gender clinics in public children's hospitals in Brisbane, Perth, Melbourne, Sydney and other cities, it's introduced experimental medicine as routine treatment without any high quality data. That's what they're doing. And the damage it's doing to these kids. And then they start taking these hormone treatments and puberty blockers, they're on it for the rest of their lives. So it can cause diabetes, bone density, libido, sexual function, the whole lot. And these kids are going to destroy their lives.
This is standard procedures.
And what annoys me is
kids now believe they are cats.
The courts put this 12-year-old on it because the girl wanted to be a boy. For the fact is that
had caused her to the trauma to lose her child.
He was worried about getting an Adam's apple and growing hair. Anthony Albanese was worried about getting an Adam's apple and growing hair. So the courts put him on that. You know, where are the parents in all this?
Well,
Why aren't parents, instead of trying to be kids, friends to the children?
I want parents to be able to say, sorry, mate, it's against the law for me to get you to do this.
The government has your back.
Senator, I take your point, where are the parents on this? But our senators, most of them would be parents. Why the reluctance on this issue? I mean, they're so concerned about children's safety, except when it comes to this one issue. What is the problem?
They have to be investigated. And they should be under the hammer. Labor needs to go. Because it's the LGBTQ plus all the other letters that goes with it, James. That's why it's the left versus the right, because they want them to have whatever they want to. There's been the fight over the years, whatever it's been, gay marriage, all the rest of it. So they feel they have their right about this. They don't want the Conservatives to... It's become so political, and it's about the money as well.
As a Prime Minister, I earn a good income doing harm to our kids.
I was told that they make about $150,000 out of per operation that they may do with this, and then it's become a $200 billion industry. That's what it's worth. So you follow the money trail. What happens with this? And all these hormone treatments and drugs that these pharmaceutical companies are pumping out. There used to be only a few gender clinics in America. Now it's over 300, dotted all over the place. And yet they won't listen to it. So, the influence that people have over the politicians, these politicians are brain dead.
That's my style. I hope you've noticed that.
And I get so angry with it.
And rightly so.
Because this is about children's lives we're destroying.
Yeah.